So I had a really random idea. What if I made a video about every single roller coaster in Denver? So then I just made it because it sounded fun. Anyway, this is every single roller coaster in Denver. First stop, Mile High Flea Market. So here we are, the Mile High Flea Market. We're not here for the free market, we are here for the rides. Yay, roller coaster time, let's go. And here we are, the Dragon Coaster. They say they're gonna open in 15 minutes. We'll see if that's accurate. But yeah, they have other rides. It seems pretty dead here, but yeah, Dragon Coaster, Wisdom, beautiful thing. That does not look right, but it's cool. So 15 minutes later, it is in fact open. There's operators there. This ride is running. Got the tickets. It costs 4 tickets for the coaster. Each ticket is $1, so $4 for the coaster. So yay, let's go ride a nice Wisdom Rides Dragon Wagon. I think my first Dragon Wagon. All the other Wisdom Ride coasters are Tiger Terror stuff. Anyway, yay, let's go on the Dragon Wagon. Dragon Wagon, yay! Oh my god, yay! Crazy helix, oh my god. Oh my gosh, it's so rough. Just got off of the Dragon Coaster, and oh my gosh, that thing is so insanely intense. The bottom of that helix, the laterals, insane. Oh my gosh, insane. I don't know if I've ever felt any more laterals on a coaster than that. I mean, you can kind of see it's pretty unbanked and pretty tall and very tight. Oh my gosh, that's insane. I don't know what is up with Wisdom. Wisdom is crazy. I mean, Tiger Terror is crazy. A random fair coaster that I rode was absolutely insane. And this one is like definitely the most crazy. I don't know. Maybe Tiger Terror is more crazy, but wow. Tiger Terror and this, oh my gosh, insane coasters. What is up with Wisdom? I love Wisdom now. Oh my gosh. Definitely worth $4. You go around 4 times. It has a 4-time ride cycle. And yeah, I give it 4-star coaster. Now the place itself, I'd probably like 1 star. I mean, it's basically a parking lot with some shipping containers and people selling stuff and a couple rides. But this is the only important ride because it's another credit. Yay. Well, that was the Mile High Flea Market. My expectations were here for the coaster. They were way above that. Wow, that was amazing. That was like the best coaster. Oh my gosh, that might be the best coaster in Colorado. Well, Defiance, some of the Alpine coasters, I don't know. But oh my gosh, that was absolutely insane. I cannot believe that coaster. It's so unreal. Now, the rest of this place is pretty underwhelming. I mean, the main part doesn't got no trees. This is actually one of the nicest part of the place, but they need some trees. It's a little hot, and you know, flea market is not like really my thing, but you know, the coaster was absolutely unreal and totally worth it. Well, that's one coaster in Denver. So now let's go to the next. The 5 coasters at Elitch Gardens. And a couple of them are SB&O right now, so I'm not going to ride all 5 of them, but I guess I'll just show you 5 of them. So if you come to Denver, you know what kind of coasters they have here. So let's go. And here we are, Elitch Gardens, the premier theme park in Denver. So it's not just one random kiddie coaster at a flea market. So I'll show you all the roller coasters at this beautiful, well, halfway beautiful park. So let's go. And here we have the park map of Elitch Gardens, and they have a total of 5 roller coasters. They have the Mind Eraser, Boomerang, Half Pipe, Twister, Sidewinder, and the Kiddie Coaster. So there's the map of Elitch Gardens. We're going to show you all of the nice coasters. They also have a attached Island Kingdom water park, which I won't highlight here, but it's a very cool water park. So after you pass the Ferris wheel here, you will have a nice view of Mind Eraser over here, and a little bit partial view of Sidewinder. Now, Sidewinder is not operating today, and it actually hasn't operated for the last 3 or 4 years, so that's kind of sad. But they are working on it. As you can see, there is somebody up there working on it right now, so that's good. It's been testing the past couple days, so hopefully it opens soon because it is actually probably the best coaster at this park. Now, Sidewinder here is a rare shuttle loop manufactured by Aerodynamics based out of Utah. And there we can see it testing with nobody in it. It's been testing for the past couple days. That is Sidewinder. It goes up the platform and then launches backwards and goes back up to that platform where you board. So it's a nice ride, and there's very rare because there's only 3 of them existing. One here, one in Oklahoma City at Frontier City, and one in Blackpool Pleasure Beach in the UK. Sidewinder was also originally built in 1980 in Arkansas. Then it was relocated to Elitch Gardens, the first one that was a couple 15 miles over that way. And then finally in 1995 it was relocated to this park, where it still stands today and hopefully operates very soon. And on to the back of the park where you'll find the next 3 coasters: Twister, Halfpipe, and Boomerang. Now this yellow one here is called Boomerang, and it's a very, very popular roller coaster model called the Boomerang, manufactured by Vekoma, a manufacturer from the Netherlands. Now this coaster climbs up the lift hill backwards and gets released at the top, then goes through this nice cobra roll and the loop, and then back up the spike. Then it goes backwards through the whole layout until you end up at the station. Now this is a very, very cloned roller coaster model with 53 installations all around the world. But out of all of them, I think this one's one of the best ones because it's pretty intense. Boomerang also opened in 1999, and it's a very nice coaster. And over here we have Halfpipe, manufactured by Swiss manufacturer Intuin, which is actually from Liechtenstein, but you know, close enough to Switzerland, we'll just call it Swiss. Anyway, it's a giant halfpipe where you ride with a skateboard on a giant halfpipe. It's pretty fun. It's very similar to a pendulum ride or a disco if you've ever been on one of those. Yeah, they're very fun rides. This one does run just a tad bit rough, but it's fine, especially if you sit in this gondola and not that gondola, because that gondola is a bit more rough. So yeah, Halfpipe, very, very fun ride. And you know what? The line's short, might as well ride it. Just got off of Halfpipe. This is the only really coaster that gives you pretty good airtime. So if you want airtime, ride Halfpipe, because that's pretty much the only coaster you got it on this park. Anyway, it's fun. It does run a tad bit rough, but you know, as long as you stay in the purple seats, it's good. Yep, good ride. Now over here we have Brain Train, and you might want me to include this because usually parks advertise these as coasters, but they're not, and they're insanely loud, so I'm gonna move on. And then over here we've got the newest, quote-unquote, newest coaster. Here, Twister 3 Storm Chaser. Now this is not a new coaster, but the theme is new. They rethemed it from Twister 2 to Twister 3. I don't know why. Tell me why, Elitch. Anyway, this is a roller coaster that is not made by a specific manufacturer. It's actually made by the same company that made the entire park, so that's nice. Anyway, this coaster has a really cool theme because, as you can see, there's a cow in the roof, and then if you go under the roof over here, the cow has his face sticking out of the roof because it's themed to a tornado. So yeah, that's fun. I like this coaster. Anyway, the ride itself is just alright. It runs pretty smooth, but the layout isn't that interesting. And it's just an alright coaster. It's closed right now because it's on maintenance schedules, but it'll open up very soon. And that's another coaster at this park. And then over here we have Mind Racer, which is also manufactured by the same manufacturer as Boomerang over here, Vekoma, and it's their suspended looping coaster, which is one of the most hated coaster types in the world. For a right reason, it's pretty rough and terrible, but the layout is really good, and if you can tolerate a slight amount of roughness, it's actually a really fun ride. Now this coaster opened in 1997, and I think I'm gonna take it for a spin. So, let's go. Well, I just got off of Mind Racer. It's pretty well landscaped. You feel like you hit some of the trees, but it's nice. It is a bit rough and a bit painful, but if you can get past that, it's a very intense ride. I grayed out, so that's fun. Now, to have the best experience, I would say ride the blue train in the back row. That will be the best experience for riding Mind Racer. So that's Mind Racer. And here is the kids coaster called Blazin' Buckaroo. Now, this coaster is actually the newest coaster at this park. It opened in 2013, and it's actually really fun. It's manufactured by E&F Myler, which made a bunch of other kiddie coasters around the world. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good coaster. And that is all the coasters at Elitch Gardens. Now it's time to go to the last park in Denver that has some coasters, Lakeside. Yay. And here we are, Lakeside Amusement Park. They also have 5 coasters, just like Elitch. 2 of them are also closed, like Elitch, but this is like Elitch, but more sketchy, I guess. So let's go in Lakeside Amusement Park. And here we have one of the coasters, Wild Chipmunk, which is a really old wild mouse. So I never rode it before, so let's give it a whirl. Just got off of Wild Chipmunk. It's themed to the chipmunk, so that's nice. You sit in a bathtub, so there's no restraint, which is amazing. It's pretty smooth, it's fun. The airtime on that airtime hill is amazing. So yeah, Wild Chipmunk is a very amazing ride. Now, Wild Chipmunk opened in 1955, so this is a ancient coaster. So yeah, I like it. It's beautiful. Now, the wooden coaster back here is the Cyclone. Now, it's one of the coasters that's not operating right now, which is kind of sad, but it does look amazing. And this wooden coaster is the oldest coaster that I'm going to be showing you guys today. It opened in 1940, so it's an old one, but I'm sure it's a good one. Sadly, I don't get to ride it. The trains for this roller coaster is amazing, and the railing has a beautiful roller coaster on it. Beautiful, I love it. The Cyclone roller coaster is also an Ace Coaster landmark, so that's nice. Now, this is another coaster that's not operating and is manufactured by Zamperla from Italy. So that's a nice roller coaster. Definitely not as intense as the Dragon that I rode just a couple hours ago at the Mile High Flea Market, but still good. So here's the other coaster that they have. It's made by the same manufacturer as the Wild Chipmunk, Myler Manufacturing. Sadly, adults cannot ride this ride, so that's sad, but you know, it's just a kiddie coaster. There's a lot of them around. And yeah, that's a nice coaster. And then over here is the last coaster at Lakeside. Lakeside likes to call it Pinfari. I don't know exactly what the name is, but it's also made by Italian manufacturer Pinfari. I just rode this a couple minutes ago. Man, it's a really good ride. It's really smooth. The airtime is amazing. I really enjoy it. This might be one of the best coasters in Denver for sure. It's amazing. And I think it opened in 2023, so that's nice. Anyway, that's every roller coaster in Denver. I hope you enjoyed this new concept I've made. I might make a couple in the future. Who knows? We'll see. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and coaster it. Bye!